I'm joined today with Chloe Grant. So, would you like to introduce yourself to the camera?
Hi, I'm Chloe Grant. I'm 19 and I'm a racing driver.
Cool. So, if I'm right in thinking, did you start karting in 2013?
Yeah,
So, how old were you then?
I was 7 years old.
Right. So, how did starting karting at that age, did you, because obviously you're quite young, did it impact you in any way in like a social aspect or like an educational aspect?
Um, when I was at that age, no, obviously I missed a little bit more school than others.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, again, I don't really remember much from when I was that little.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely don't think it did impact. Obviously, in later years when things got more serious, that's when it started to have an effect on the other aspects of my life. But no, when I was young, definitely not.
Yeah. What age did you think it started to like impact you?
Um, I'd say I properly got like it was just a hobby, and then I remember when I was 11, when I moved up another category, I actually remember like the day that I tested mine, like the new category, the new cart, and that day I was like, oh, this is more than a hobby. Um,
Yeah.
but then when it actually started affecting things, I mean, if I think about it on another level, it's as a person, it's affected me the whole time. But when I think of like my social life, I would probably say when I was around 14, 15 is when I started to notice it actually affecting
Yeah.
other aspects of my life.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So did anything like inspire you to want to start racing or like was there anything specific?
I would say my oldest sister Lucy definitely was the reason I started racing. She raced before me, and I essentially just followed in her footsteps. The reason that she raced was because she saw the Ayrton Senna movie, and she was like, "I need to do that." And Dad knew some people, got in contact, and they helped
Yeah.
Lucy. But yeah, 100% without a doubt, Lucy was the reason that I started. Without her racing, I don't know how I would have ever like one figured out you can do that, and two being able to ask to do it really.
Yeah. So I see Ayrton Senna in the background. Is he
Yeah,
like a big inspiration to you?
yeah, he's here and he's here.
Everywhere.
Yeah, huge inspiration. I mean,
Yeah.
him and Lewis Hamilton are my top two,
Mhm.
100%.
Yeah. Well, they're good inspirations to have. So you said like when you were 11 you started to realize it was more than a hobby, but do you remember like the point in your life when you realized this was the career path that you wanted to take?
When I was 11.
Was
Yeah,
it then? Yeah.
yeah, that was it.
Yeah. So obviously you're quite a well-known now, especially on like social media through your racing. Um, so being a woman in motorsport, obviously it's a big topic at the minute, especially. Has there any like have you had any challenges that you faced because of it?
um I definitely have, but I would like to say before I like say the experiences, it's
Mhm.
not as much as people think it is. Like, I think a lot of people can get scared to come into the sport because they expect, like, as a woman, they expect it to be really bad because social
Yeah.
media does make it look that way. If we are being
Yeah.
honest, social media makes it look horrendous.
Mhm.
But it's really not that way when you're actually working in the sport with the people that matter. Because these people online, they don't matter. Their opinions don't matter. They're probably sat at home on their couch, depressed, whatever. You don't know what's going on with them. But anyways,
Keyboard warriors.
yeah, like literally keyboard warriors, their hating is showing how sad they are about their life. Like literally, even like without with people commenting online or people commenting to your face or like even a friend being rude to you,
Mhm.
you always have to understand that's about them. It's not about you. It's about their own issues. Um, and yeah, social media definitely makes things look worse, but that's because you're so accessible. Like
Yeah.
you're giving everybody in the world access to you to their critiques, their opinions, to say whatever they want, and they can just say it.
Mhm.
So it is scary, but actually, when you're in person and you're in your bubble, working with, your race team, your teammates, the social media team, the championship, anyone actually physically working with them in the sport, they couldn't care less about your gender. Like
Yeah.
they're there because they love the sport as well.
Mhm.
And you honestly, they become your family.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the negative experiences that I've had with other opponents, I've never, as far as I'm aware, I've never had anything in cars happen with another opponent because of my
Yeah.
gender. Like it's just racing incidents that just happen.
Mhm. Yeah.
But in karting, I did have two boys I can remember who their dads or their granddads were saying to them, you can't get beaten by a girl. So again, older generation.
The
And
typical. Yeah.
yeah, so I got targeted on track, and I remember I got to the point like at first it was just a few bumps, but then there was no big crash. Well, there was maybe one, but I was fine. But there was a few incidents where like they were taking me out quite bad and like ruining my season. So I was 13 at the time, and quite like I kind of just say it as it is. I'm sometimes like Marmite with people, you love me or you hate me because I'll just give you the truth. Um,
Yeah.
I still think I do it in a good manner, but so I remember I went and got the boys and their like dads or granddads, and I just
Mhm.
and I don't know if my dad was with me or not. He must have been. I was so young, but I basically just said like this needs to stop. Like I'm here to race, you're here to race. Either keep it clean or I'll do it back to you. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I basically warned them like if you keep doing this, I'll do it 10 times worse back.
Mhm.
And yeah, they left me alone after that. So
Yeah.
you just kind of have to be ballsy and have to be confident. And then I think, yeah, with I've never that's the only issue I've had with competitors. Um, I've had like I've had the odd thing here and there when my ex-partner was also a driver, and like I had incidents when I was with him where like the friends of his dad or anyone when I was just in my normal clothes and he was in a suit, whereas the girlfriend who was just a silly girlfriend where things were said to me then. And I remember I got introduced to some people one time and he went, oh, and this is Chloe and she also drives. And
Mhm.
these guys went to me, oh, when you drive with a cup of tea in your hand. And I just looked at them and I just went, no.
Yeah.
I gave them no emotion. I didn't react. I just went, no. So again, I either say it how it is or you just go like, sorry, can you say that again? Because then they have to
It's
repeat the
sometimes
stupid
it's
thing
like
they said.
cringy, don't you think? Like there's some things that people say is like the fact that you actually think that is just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm either speechless that you said it to me, or I just went no there, or I actually will say like, can you say that again so that I can hear the stupid thing again, and they have to
Yeah.
actually like think about it. So yeah, it's better to just not react. Um, I think honestly, it's more. I would say nowadays, if I mean we're speaking online here, getting hate for being a female in motorsport, I would say I'm like 10-15% is, oh, women can't drive, and the rest is honestly like sexual.
Yeah.
It's like I've noticed as soon as I turned like 16, like, oh my God. I mean, I didn't even run my socials at that point. I only
Mhm.
started running my socials last year. So I've not, honestly, that kind of was really good for me. It really protected me and it meant I couldn't react. Because when I first had my hands on my socials, like I would reply, "Rah, rah, rah."
Yeah.
Whereas now I know like how to properly conduct myself and
Yeah.
what I need to say. Um, like some of the stuff that people think is okay to say is insane, and that does bother me. But I do like to tell people you actually can't act this way, and it's okay. Like people are like, oh, just ignore it. But I'm not about ignoring it. I'm about
Mhm.
not attacking back, but confronting the situation in more of a manner to like almost educate them and like humble them kind of thing.
Yeah.
I actually remember I posted recently like I went through quite a big fitness change with my
Mhm.
personal trainer and I lost like 15 kg. So I did the before and the after because this personal trainer trained me for free. Their branding's all over the image. It's not just me posting it for the sake of it. I posted it as a part of a deal with them. And I remember there's men commenting like, "Oh, I prefer before." It's like I don't care what you prefer. It's like
Yeah.
I didn't ask that. I'm doing this as a fitness thing, and I recently what was it? There's a YouTube short I posted, And it was literally me. I think it was the one where I said like, "Oh, this is my favorite season of like favorite season," and it was the race season.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was guys commenting, "As a guy, I respect this. I don't care about your respect. Like, I didn't
Yeah.
ask for it, and it's about me saying this is my favorite season." Like, men just
Yeah.
find any reason to hate, and I'm convinced they're the more emotional one. And I'm going on a ramble, but yeah,
No, it's so true though.
the worst is on social media, and I could genuinely speak about this topic for hours and hours. And you just have to learn how you want to handle it. Like my
Yeah.
sister Lucy tells me to not reply, but I'm not about that. Like I want people to know, and I want these men to know this isn't
Mm.
okay, and you actually can't act however you want. Oh, free speech. I don't care. You actually can't. It's not right.
Yeah.
You have morals. You're a human. I'm a human. You don't get to talk to people that
Yeah.
way. And that's something that I really do try and make clear.
Yeah, that's kind of a regret I had because I've always like done my own social media, so I've always seen everything. And
Yeah, it's
obviously,
not
you do get the
nice.
comments of like 10-year-old boys like, "Oh, drop your Snapchat" and just stuff like that. Like that has nothing to do with what I'm posting. It's just,
Yeah.
but then you get like all the girls that like back you up in the comments. It's just like
Yeah.
restores your faith. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the girls are amazing. Like you can when you have a post go like viral, it can either go one way or the other. It
Mhm.
can either be the
Yeah,
girls that are supportive or the guys that are gross. And luckily I had a post go finally after like 2 years of not going nothing on TikTok, nothing going well. Finally one's at like 300,000 views now. And well to like and I was like, thank God. And the comments are all girls, like, doing like
yeah,
the clock it and like
yeah.
like get a
I
girl,
love
like
it.
queen.
Like,
It's
yeah,
so nice. And then I did have a boy comment, Snapchat question mark, and I just replied, I'm not 13. Um, so yeah, it is quite funny. But I definitely that is hard, like, especially when you start it and like doing social media is very
mm,
uncomfortable. Like having the gut, like fair play to you, being able to sit in front of a camera and talk and just like putting yourself in such a vulnerable situation. It is so uncomfortable for so many people. And then doing that and clicking upload, and you're just nervous to the response.
yeah,
Like I completely get that, and I understand that's like really hard, especially if you've done it all by yourself. I've had the support to understand
mm,
like how to do it now, and Lucy's forced me out my comfort zone, so I'm
yeah,
okay with it. I think eventually you just get to a stage where you see it and you laugh and you block them. That's where
yeah.
I am now. Whereas before I would see it and be like, like
Yeah, no, yeah, because I'm like, I see it, I'm like, oh, I just want to argue back. I'm like, I need to prove
yeah,
my point, but I'm like, is there actually any point in doing that? Probably
don't bite
not.
the bait.
But no. So speaking on like the same thing, I'm assuming you saw the Sky Sports Halo, all that, everything
Yes, I
about
did
that.
see that kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So what are your opinions on that? Because obviously there was a lot of negative comments about it.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know what it was. So it was pretty much just a platform, but for girls, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they would like post videos like basically saying that all girls like is like matcha and like they basically so I remember one of the videos, it was all like football and motorsport, and they'd post like someone scoring a goal and saying like this is so like matcha labubu and it was just so weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See,
There
I've
was
not, I've
yeah.
heard, I think I heard that, but I didn't actually see it, and I don't like to speak on things I like haven't seen. But
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I, yeah, I just kind of I kind of just I've looked at some other people's posts
Mhm.
about it, and it is shocking. Like you wouldn't expect them to do
Yeah.
that. Like
No.
especially with such a huge female fan base in Formula
Mhm.
One now, and no woman has complained about watching on Sky Sports regular, as far as I'm aware.
Neither.
I'm
Don't
pretty
know.
sure they've enjoyed it more, if anything. We don't need things simplified. So yeah, it's disappointing. It's
Yeah.
disappointing.
I mean, from what I take from it, obviously it was like horrible to see, but it also brought the women together. Definitely, like I saw so many people standing together, and I just thought it was brilliant. So, I guess there's two sides to it.
Yeah, that's true.
You were in the F1 Academy
Yeah,
for how many seasons?
just the first season
Just
that was
the
it.
first one, yeah. So, could you tell us about your experiences in F1 Academy, and did you love it, hate it?
Um, I loved it when I was in it.
Yeah.
Um, I think the best part for me was getting to race for ART Grand Prix. I mean,
Mhm.
that it is incredible. The teams you get to drive for in that championship is ridiculous, and I don't think they get enough recognition for actually being in that. I mean, you go from racing with the most amateur team in the world to racing for a team who've won Formula 2 and Formula 3. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. But it was awesome, and they completely shaped me, not only as a driver but as a person. Like, again, I went into that, I was 17, I was very reactive. Like, the smallest thing would set me off like a firework. And
Yeah.
ART like basically smacked me around the head and sorted me out. um they were incredible to drive for. Like, I've never been sad to, I've loved the teams I've driven for always, but I've never been so sad to have to leave a team before. Like, I cried the
Mhm.
entire in lap in Austin. And I've never done that before and still never done it since. Is like, even I loved the team I raced for this year. I mean, they're literally wearing this right now. Like, they're like a family, but I've
Yeah.
never cried like I have when I had to leave ART. Um yeah, that was very, very emotional. I'm forever grateful to them for everything they did for me, because they genuinely molded me to be the person I am now. And like, I still have a very good relationship with them. Like, I saw my old team manager last year in Paul Ricard, and yeah, I miss them a lot. I love that. That was the best thing for me for my development, was being with them.
How do you feel about it now? Because you said in the time that you loved it.
Um I am worried they may go the wrong way with things.
Mhm.
I think it should stay how it was the first year. You spoke to a team, the team wanted you, they signed you.
Mhm.
Now it's not that way. Now there's a lot more involved in it. Now the championship have a say. Now you can't have too many Brits. You can't have too much this. Blah 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 blah. And
Yeah.
I think it should just be ran like a like, it's a great championship. It should just be ran like it was the first year. It was ran like a normal championship. We didn't, it didn't feel any different racing in it. Like, I didn't feel like, oh, this is ran differently to a all mixed championship. I didn't feel that way at all. I thought it was great. And I mean, again, like, I spoke to ART, they wanted me, they signed me. And that's how I think it should be done always. And I think they should stick to more European tracks. Well, no, that's wrong. I like that they go to like Austin and stuff, but I think if you're really preparing for the girls to move up to Formula 3 or FRECA, then they should be racing at tracks that they're going to race that next year,
Yeah.
not tracks that have absolutely nothing to do with it. But again, like, this is my just my opinion, but they might have restrictions with that. They might not be able to get them on
Yeah.
the package. Like, that's just my opinion, pretty much.
Yeah. I suppose that's where the sim can help the girls as well. So
Yeah, true.
yeah. So recently you've done, I think I'm going to say this right, but the Iberian supercars.
For Sprint Challenge Iberica and then
Yeah.
Iberian Supercars, yeah.
Yeah. So you've
Sorry.
done both of those, and in you also had a co-driver. And was this like the first time you had one?
Yeah, I've had a few co-drivers this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I had I was teammates with Maria Sanchez through the
Mhm.
first three rounds that I did. I didn't do the first ever season, first ever
Yeah.
round in Portimao. So for the first three rounds that I did, I had Maria Sanchez with me, and
Yeah.
then I had an older gentleman driver, Rui Marita. I had him
Mhm.
for Jerez. And then for the final round, I had Alexia. I want to say sorry, Alexia. I think it's Danielson. I keep thinking Davidson, but I'm pretty sure it's Danielson. I'm gonna check now just in case. Um, so yeah, I've had a few different teammates in that, and then for Iberian Supercars, yeah, Danielson. Whew, thank God.
Yeah.
But for the Iberian Supercars, I had my teammate Enrique Oliveira. Again, I've probably said his last name wrong, but I literally just talk to him all the time. But yeah, it was my first year ever sharing the car with anyone. And it was good. It was very, very different, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It is frustrating when like you're not the same pace, but
Mhm.
like when you are, it's unreal. Like, see, me and Eric are a very, very good pairing together. Like,
Mm.
our times are ridiculously close. And it's, you get like a thrill when you're so close and you like know you could actually win the race,
Yeah.
and you have to actually plan out a strategy, and there's just a lot of excitement to it. And also being able to, believe in each other's abilities to basically
Yeah.
handle the car the same way, and like have it the same setup as well. That's another thing. Make sure you have the same driving style, not just same lap time. So yeah, it's been really, really fun.
Yeah. I suppose it's going to have a lot of trust with each other as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So by this point, you've done both single seaters and the cars that you've done now, like the Porsche. So is there like which do you prefer, and is there like a big difference? And how did you find jumping between single seaters and like the Porsche?
Um, when it comes to the cars themselves, there's not one that like. They're so different. It's hard to prefer one to the other. Like, see, if I raced F3, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, single seaters because that's rapid.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't really have necessarily one that I prefer car wise, but environment wise and championship wise, definitely GTs. It's just a lot. It's
Mhm.
still so professional, and if anything, the racing's better because you can do more. And if you lean on one another, nothing's going to snap and cost you 5 grand. There's more leeway. The racing's better. The people are better. It's just more chilled, but still really really well done.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed being in GTs. Really enjoyed.
Yeah. Yeah. So as it's like a well-known thing in motorsport, there can be ups and downs, even like within the same day. So how do you deal with this? Because obviously having the highs is like amazing, but they always come with lows. So how do you deal with that, and how do you stay motivated?
I don't really know. I think
You just
just
kind of get on with
always,
it.
yeah, just always focusing on the next thing. Like
Hmm.
from 2022 to 2024 has been really hard. Like 3 years of like hell, basically. Not hell, it's dramatic, but of like just struggling, um, for many, many reasons. But I don't know. It's just kind of like the hope of you think about the end goal, and it's like, no, I can't not do it. I can't not make it. I can't not drive. I have to do it basically.
Hmm.
Because without it, I mean, this is everyone's like, oh, this is not true, but genuinely, without it, I have nothing and I am nothing, and that's my opinion. Without my sport, I don't know who I am or what I would do. Um, so yeah, it's who I am at this point. I have no other choice really. Um, yeah, I don't know. You just power through, I think. I don't know. I really don't have an answer. I've just kind of
Hmm.
probably every situation I've handled differently. Um,
Yeah.
there's honestly there has been times where I've thought, what's the point? But then I've had a couple months of not being in the car, and then I've watched another friend race, and I've thought, oh yeah,
Get me there right now.
I need to do it now. Um,
Yeah.
I just love it. I love racing cars. I can't not feel that adrenaline and that like need to win.
Mhm.
I need it.
Yeah. Yeah. So like what is the dream in motorsport? What is like the final goal? Where do you like want to be?
Just professional racing
Or are
driver.
you there?
I don't
Are you
care
already
what championship it's in. I don't care what car it's in.
yeah.
Just professional racing driver.
Have you got like no opinion? Like if you could pick one championship?
Yeah, I mean, WEC or GT World Challenge, either or. Like I
Yeah.
don't. Again, I literally don't care as long as I'm getting paid to do what I love.
As long as you're behind the wheel.
That
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. So my final question is the question that I ask everyone. So if you could take one person in the world on a hot lap around any track, who would it be and where would it be?
Oh, I don't know. That's a great question. I feel like I would choose multiple people. Like, oh, I feel my dad. I feel like I've got to my dad because he's obviously done everything for me, but my
Yeah.
dad is a very bad passenger. I took him out in his own Porsche that he had last year around Knock Hill. I did an outlap and he was like, I have to come in. He's like, I can't do this.
Really?
Yeah. So I would love to choose my dad, but my dad couldn't handle a lap. I don't know, just a friend that I know would enjoy it, but I could also scare the crap out of them.
Yeah.
If I could choose any track, what would be a good hot lap track? Uh, trying to think. That's really difficult. Ooh, that's really hard. To be fair, Estoril would be quite a good track for hot laps.
Yeah.
I'll just say Estoril. I don't
Do
really
you
know.
think you'd do it in the Porsche?
Yeah, the Porsche or the Beamer, anything really. Like the brakes on the Beamer are ridiculous. That's the good thing about
Oh yeah,
that. Like the passenger would be hitting the invisible brake pedal because you can brake so late in that car. But the Porsche is very quick and
yeah,
loosey goosey, so that's definitely scary as well.
yeah. Well, that is all my questions. So thank you for coming on the podcast and thank
No
you for having
worries.
your time.
It's fine.